everybody, Marlene, aka Snow Gardener 307. We are here for my budget, my monthly budget. I pay myself once a month from my Snow Gardener business. We're going to talk a little bit about that a little bit later in this video, and we're also going to do some savings challenges. I am so excited to reach our goal of getting our mortgage paid off early, and this goal is so big that I am putting lots of extra money to it. So let's go ahead and hop into this.
Wake up, today's gonna be a good day. Wake up, today's gonna be a good day.
It's time to budget, and in order to budget, we need a budget kit or a piece of paper. We need some cash if we're going to do some cash stuffing. We have got Georgette, Fred Jr., Aussie. I think we're good for that. So all of this cash, we're going to go ahead and put it into the tray, but we're not going to do that first today. We're just going to set that off to the side. I wanted to show you guys what my budget kits look like if you've never looked at one. This is just the first page of my budget kit. It says the month. It also always has a quote. The quote today is, "The most effective way to do it is to do it." Isn't that just so easy? And this is Amelia Earhart. And of course, this goes in my binder like this. I get these cute little tabs. Well, they're not cute. They're just tabs. I get these from Erin Condren. And so, of course, that is the first page of my budget kit. You guys, I do not utilize a calendar anymore. So with budgets, they are ever flowing, always changing. So let's go ahead and do my budget for today. We're just going to put today's date on it. Today is September 3rd. My only source of income is this right here. That's right, you guys. Snow Gardener 307 is my only source of income. And that includes 2 YouTube channels, my website, and Etsy. I am working on TikTok and Instagram as well. I also have a 3rd YouTube channel that is not monetized. But I pay myself $4,000 a month. And then I have a little bit of money coming in from my kids, and I just realized this should actually be a little bit higher. What this is right here, the only thing I included is my 2 kids' cell phones because they pay me for those. However, my daughter still pays for her car insurance, so next time I need to add that in. So $4,146 is what I'm working with today. And sometimes I round down so that I've got a little bit of money in my account, but I've already got money in there. So let's go ahead and talk about bills. First of all, if you are new here, I say this a lot. If you are new here, my husband and I, we budget separately. We divide the bills up. My husband pays the mortgage and I pay pretty much everything else. Because he pays the mortgage, he has the largest bill. And so I pay him $280. I just transfer it into his account. We are not going to be doing any roundup. My budget kits do come up with a roundup version. They also come with a plus minus version. And so because for me, the day that I'm making my budget, this is when everything is getting finalized. And then I pay for electricity. And our electricity is on an equal pay, which I absolutely love. So it is $82. I'm going to go ahead and round up $3. Roundup is still going to Australia. And then we've got Verizon. And of course, 146 of this is paid by my children. So $319.56 is what the bill is. And we're going to go ahead and round this up a little bit more than usual, just because I want to add a little bit more than 44 cents. So we're going to do $5.44, and that's going, as I said, to Australia. We've got water. Now water, this is one of those that I don't know the amount, but I just count it as $85 as the actual. If there ends up being less or more, it just stays in my account. Same thing for gas to warm the house, to cook on, and all of that stuff. And so I don't actually know the amounts yet, but I can get pretty close just by our use in the past. And then we have got our internet. And so that is 114. It's actually 113 something, but the cents on that one change every single month. So I just set it at 114. So that is $1 there. So we have got $930 in this column right here, $944 here. And I just realized that I did not add up the other column. Let's see, where's my calculator? I opened a drawer and it was sitting right in front of me. So let's go ahead and add this up, make sure that we're correct, because I do love to make mistakes. And I love to make them on YouTube where everybody can see them. Because that is just how I roll. So 920.56 plus 944 in roundup is 930. So we've got 4146 minus 930. That equals $3,216 to roll on down to the next section. And the next section is very similar as you guys always see it. Now, just remember, you guys, for the bills up here, they don't look like they're that much, but part of what I pay for is all of the food, all of that type of stuff. And so that is why you'll never see food come out of my husband's budget. And that's because I do it. So we've got food, prepper pantry. We've got miscellaneous and fun. We've got a home. We've got me. This is my guilt-free spending money. We've got pay it forward / give. This can be used every single week. It can be added up. It's anything that I want to do. It can be giving it to somebody that I know. It can be purchasing something online, all kinds of things. So for food, we're still doing 400. Prepper pantry, 200. Miscellaneous and fun, 50. Home, 50. My guilt-free spending money, $160. Pay it forward, 40. And car, 200. So all of these are just going to transfer over. We do not have any roundups here. And this money has already been stuffed or divided. So even though I budget this every single month, I started using this or stuffing it weekly. And I like that so much better. And so what I do is I take all of this money, I divide it into 4 weeks. 3 weeks go into the safe. 1 week goes into my wallet. And so that's how I'm doing that. And so we've got 3,216 minus 1,100 down here. So we've got $2,116 left that we're going to go ahead and take on up to our sinking funds. This is where all the fun stuff happens. So the first category is gifts. And I always write myself a small note off to the side what I'm doing with it. So I've got 4 times 20 and 2 times 50. So that is $180. And the reason why I do it that way is I actually stuff 6 different envelopes with that. We've got clothes. I just spent some of my clothes money, so we're just going to go ahead and put $20 in there. My pen is making a weird noise, so I'm sorry if that bothers you guys. I've got garden / patio. And I am putting a little bit more money into this because, of course, getting concrete done is going to take a lot of money. And no, $100 a month is not going to cut it as far as that's concerned. For me, this is for something bigger. I don't know what yet, but I'm going to go ahead and put $50 into there. It can be for anything. If something comes up and I want to spend the money on somebody else, I can do that as well. For giving, I'm going to go ahead and add $200 into the envelope there. We've got holidays. This is any holidays, you guys, and it can be utilized for decor, for gifts, for food. And so right here is a change. So Julia and Peyton, I used to put $50 into each of their envelopes. I am now going to put $100 into each of their envelopes because I tend to spend more than what I put in my envelopes. This is not their money. This is my money that I can take them out for lunch or buy them something if I want to. And so personal care, $350 is what I'm going to add into the envelope today. Land tax, as always, $45. And my hubby actually puts in $45 here as well. And I should have rounded up $5, but I did not. And I've already got the cash and everything, so we're going to leave it the same. And we have got Sam's Club. My hubby and I both put $100 into this as well. And then we have got subscriptions. And I am just putting $10 in here because I don't have many that are yearly. Pets, boy, pets are expensive. $200. We've got 3 Yorkies and 2 cats. For my car, this is my long-term sinking fund, so I'm going to go ahead and put $50 into there. My next car, I want to pay cash. And then we also have home. This is our long-term home sinking fund, so $50 there. And then we have a grandbaby coming, and so I am starting an envelope for her, so $100 for her. And then we have got our savings challenges. So our savings challenge money is not as high as I would have liked it, but I do have more than that going in there because I also do some out of my business budget as well. So let's go ahead and add this up. Let's make sure this is correct. It's been a long time since I've written out my budget with you guys on camera. I'm not sure if I like it. Writing and talking for me is hard. Like I said, I make enough mistakes as it is. And so I just find it so hard. Okay, that is the same total I came up with. So we love that. There is $1 whole left over. Nothing to extra debt here. And that's because the savings challenge money is going to debt. And then we are just going to have our rollover of $1 giving us $0. So a zero base budget is what we've got. And down here at the bottom, I'm going to go ahead and do a contribution to Australia for $9.44. So I have already, luckily, filled out our cash envelope breakdown, so we do not have to do that together. And if you are not familiar with the cash breakdown, here is a cash breakdown right here. You can see for food, I've got $400. I've got 4 $100 bills over here. Prepper Pantry, 450s. Down here, you're going to see I have a PH. This is for a placeholder, so we do need to grab out some placeholders. So what do we need for placeholders? Let's see. It looks like we need 1, 2, 3, 4, 500s, and a 50. I just keep these right in my desk so they are easy to grab. And then we've got our placeholders. Makes it super, super easy when it comes time to stuff cash. And then the next thing that we need to do, you guys, is we need to go ahead and go through our ones. That's right, because we've got A bucks, D bucks, and G bucks that we are collecting. I have not looked at these to see what we've got, but let's grab our cash tray here. We're going to put these ones aside, and then we'll go ahead and get some cash stuffed as soon as we get done with the $1 bills. I already faced all of these because my bank has gone to those fancy machines that pops the money out for them. And they come out every which way, the wrong way. So let's see what we've got. Like I said, I did not look to see what we have. I like being surprised just like you guys do. The first one out of the bundle is an A, so that makes me happy. We now have one of each. Oh, 2 A's. 3 A's. Oh my goodness, you guys. It's like it's time to go on vacation. Speaking of vacation, we have lots of vacations coming up. I would love to know, how do you guys budget for your vacation? Are you a single person? Do you have a family? Do you have children? Do you travel by yourself? Let me know. And let me know, what's an average amount like on a vacation? Say it's just a weekend getaway. How much do you guys budget for food? I would love to know that, because I know for me, that is one thing that I really stink at. Right here, being real with you guys. When we're on vacation, I buy whatever. Oh my gosh, you guys see all those A's? Sorry, squirrel. I buy whatever the heck I want to eat. And a lot of times I go over budget. Oh my gosh, you guys, there was a ton of A bucks in there. So I would love to know your size of your family, and if you do it by day or what you guys do, or maybe you're the type of person that just likes staying home. I know some people don't like traveling. For me, I say that travel is my love language because I absolutely love traveling. Luckily, my husband loves it as well. So we are matched very well there. And we are starting to just barely start working on planning our trips. I have to move my keyboard, you guys. It was in the way because I have a couple more dollars here. I've got a G and a D that came from change. But we're just barely starting to plan our trips for next year. Mr. Snowgardener did not get to go to Wales with me, so I asked him, I said, will you please pick something off of your bucket list that you would like to go? Because I want to go everywhere, you guys. That's part of the problem. I want to go everywhere. And so he picked somewhere, and I'll probably announcing it soon. I imagine it's not like it's top secret or anything. All right, you guys, let's go ahead and get these put into the red binder. I was so not ready to film. I didn't have any cash binders or anything. I was ready, but I wasn't really ready. So we've got Australia, and let's take a look. What color were we using? It looks like we're using gold. So let me find gold. There it is. And you guys, $8. This was, look at that haul, you guys, out of 100. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8 $8 out of 100. That has to be a record for us here in Wyoming, as $8 are not that common. So we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. So 3 more $8 and we will be able to add this into the bank. I'm going to set that off to the side because the gold is crazy and doesn't like to dry. So D, it looks like we are using, I'm going to guess it's this yellow, but I could be wrong. That's the worst part. I never know which one it is. Okay, so D, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So $8 more towards vacation / diving. We will be scuba diving twice this year. So I am excited about that. We already went, of course, once. So this will be 3 times this year that we'll be going on our scuba diving adventures. And you guys, we are going in November and December, which is a time that we can dive with the bull sharks. So we are diving with the bull sharks, you guys. Am I a little bit nervous? Why, yes. Yes, I am. So for garden, to finish out garden, we needed $1 more. So let's grab these out. Let's add 1 and let's count them. So we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Yes, I'm a little scared. I'm a little scared. All right, now for G, we're going to use this another time. I think we can fit it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. Yeah, diving with the bull sharks. Of course, I have seen nurse sharks and reef sharks when I've been diving before. But of course, our ultimate goal is to go to the Great Barrier Reef. And we have slowed down our progress on going to Australia for scuba diving because we want to have at least 100 dives. That is what was recommended to us by other divers. And so that is what we want to do. All right, let me get out my cash envelope breakdown so I can try not to make a mistake. And I'll put a dot marker here. Remember that my wallet is already stuffed. So food, prepper, pantry, miscellaneous fun, home, me, pay it forward, and give, and car. Those are already stuffed, so they're not over here. The first thing we're going to do, we're going to go ahead and start with the toughest binder first. And I call this one the toughest because it is a lot of money going in here for a lot of different things. Christmas Miracles is my giving, and we need $200 to go into here. So $200 going into giving. Then we've got Christmas. I don't actually stuff this one. I use savings challenges for it. For holidays, we've got $20. What do we have in here for holidays nowadays? Let's see. Looks like we've got $200 in the bank and $44 in cash. And then we get into the birthdays. And so remember when I broke down the gifts into several different categories? This is why. So we need 4 20s, 20, 40, 60, and 80. And we need 2 50s. And these are all going to go in separate envelopes. So for Peyton's birthday, we're going to go ahead and do 4 cupcakes. So 1, 2, 3, and 4. And these cupcakes each represent $5. This is not a savings challenge at all. It is just a tracker, but I think it is so much fun. I love these designs by Plan to Plan Sticker Co. So $20 in there. My goal is $260 for Peyton's birthday. So I'm going to go ahead and throw a 20 in there. Then we're going to go ahead and do this 3 more times because we have my birthday. So we get 4 cupcakes. 1, 2, 3, and 4. Put these cupcakes on here. 2, 3, and 4. And then, of course, we're going to do Bridger's birthday and Julia's birthday. Now, I haven't been doing this for my daughter's significant other, and Peyton now has a girlfriend. So I often wonder if I should be adding these as well, but I have not. So for Bridger, I already took part of his money out because he was getting a tattoo, and I took $100 of his money because look, you guys, this one is done, and I gave it to him early. Now that means that we are all set for Bridger's birthday, and guess what? It's a good time because it is his birthday this week. So we've got $100 in the bank and we've got $60 more. Look at that old 20, you guys. So I'm going to go ahead and take this. I'm just going to fold this in half, and then I'm going to talk to Mr. Snow Gardener and see what he wants. Because I've already bought him a really nice present, but that's another story. So we need his new cupcakes. That's right. And you guys, I normally cut this up, but I have not cut it up yet. So we've got his birthday fund. I normally cut the top of this one off and the bottom just so they fit in my binder better. But obviously we're not going to do that today. So I'm just going to set it right there where his is. And then we've got Julia. And so she needs $20. Yep. $20 for Julia. Julia's birthday is coming up. I already purchased something for Julia for her birthday as well. We are going to Sarah Milliken for her birthday. Should be a lot of fun. Sarah Milliken is in Salt Lake, so we are going to that. And I am so excited because she is just hilarious. I find her so funny. So $20 in there for Julia. And then next month is her birthday month. And guess what? We need $20 more and we are all set. So we have been doing a good job there. Then we've got gifts. I'm going to go ahead and put $50 in here. And so I've got $50 in the bank and another $90. This is normally how I pay for significant others, is through this gifts category. And then we have got celebrations, and I did just have to take some money out of this for Julia's baby shower. And so we've got $272 in celebrations. Next month, I'm probably going to try to put at least $100 in there, if not more. So that binder right there, I think, is one of the most complicated to stuff. Now we should probably get into the adulting binder. Ugh, adulting, right? But you've got to do what you've got to do. So let me check these off. So we did gifts, we did giving, we did holidays, and was that all? It felt like we stuffed more than that. That must have been it. So auto insurance, this goes through a different thing. And actually, I'm the one that pays auto insurance, and I did not put it in there, but we are good. We've got enough money. Auto, this is my long-term fund, so I've got $50 going into here. So $50 there. Emergency fund is fully funded. We've got land tax, so that needs $45. We've got a star note for any of you guys that collect star notes. I gave up. I gave up on star notes. Pets needs $200. And did I do cash or placeholders? Looks like I did cash. And I did do 2 100s. I had to double check. So 200s. Home is going to get a 50. All right, let me make sure I'm doing this right, you guys. So we got land tax. We got, what else did we get? Home. And we got car. Is that everything? Home, car, pets. We got pets. That's what else we did. Pets. And home. Subscriptions is just going to get $10. Sam's Club is going to go ahead and get $100. And it is going to get a placeholder. So $100 for Sam's. And that means that we are just about done stuffing cash. Now we get to get into the fun binder. Much more fun than the bills, even though I don't care what it's for. Seeing the cash go into the envelope is just one of those things. Grandbaby right in front. So that is going to get a $100 placeholder. Probably should be putting a lot more in there. Books, this is going to be changed over to hobbies instead of just books. So $50 is going to go into mine. So let me mark off Grandbaby and Marlene. Oops, except for I wasn't planning on using cash according to this. So I need that $50 placeholder. And there it is, $50 placeholder going into Marlene. Peyton is going to go ahead and get $100. And Julia is going to get $100. Garden is going to get $100, but it's going to be a placeholder. And clothing is just going to get a $20 bill. So let me mark those off. We did clothes, we did garden, we did Julia and Peyton. Okay. And we've got personal care. So for personal care, I'm going to do $350. I'm going to do 3 100s and a 50. Woohoo! So that worked out just perfect. And then the rest of this money is for savings challenges. And I just realized, look at this poor little envelope. It is not in the binder how it's supposed to be. I don't know how that happened. There we go. We fixed it. So now it is time for savings challenges. We are going to go ahead and pull out some money from savings challenges so that we can do them. I like starting off with $30 in ones. I don't know why. It's just my favorite thing. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Oh, I almost did a 30 grab. Perfect. So we've got 30. Let's see, 30, 35, 40, 45, 50, 55, 60, 65, 70, 80, 90, 100, 110, plus 2 20s equals 150. Now, I'm going to keep this change right over here on the side, just in case I need it for savings challenges. We are going to go ahead and work in the Pop It book as well as the Life's a Beach book. So let's go ahead and start off with Life's a Beach. And this one right here is for vacay. I'm going to go ahead and move these binders out of the way. I want to make sure that you guys can see me. Let's double check and make sure that you can see. Why, yes, you can. I've got you guys. We've got plenty of room. So we're going to need this stuff here. We're going to need some dice. For vacay, we're just going to roll this big red one right here. So I have changed the rules for this one. The rules for this one was roll 1 die to determine your savings. If you roll 1 to 5, save that corresponding amount. If you roll a 6, scratch a sticker and move along your way. Well, it's really hard to roll a 6 apparently. So what I do is I roll 5 times and I save up. If I get to 6 before 5 is done, we're done. So let's see. So we've got 2. So that's our first roll. 4. That's our second roll. 3. That's our third roll for $4, I should have said. And I don't like it rolling on the book. So I'm going to try down here, but you guys might not be able to see it. That was a 1. 1 more roll and a 5. Okay, so let's see how much we're saving today. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. So we have got $16 going into our Life's a Beach. And this is going towards vacation. Notice it does not say which vacation. Alrighty, now we're going to get into Pop It. And Pop It is going to go towards the mortgage. And let's see, we just finished a challenge, so we just paid. Let's see what challenge we are working on now. Let's see, I don't feel like coloring, you guys. This one has got a lot of coloring in it. And so we've got 1 to 9 mystery digit challenge or reach for the stars 3 to 9. Do we only have 2 scratch offs left in this book? That is amazing. I guess we'll just keep going along. So we've got birthday fun, and it's not much fun to save for mortgage for birthday fun, but we're going to go ahead and do it. So we're going to write mortgage right up here at the top, because that is our goal. This dice didn't roll very good. Let's try a purple one. We're going to roll this, and it's going to tell us how many scratch-off stickers we're going to do. If it is a 1, we're going to roll again. 6! Woohoo! 6. Here we go. $7. $4. $3. 7 again. $6. And $5. Whew. Man, that's 6, right? I had to look at it again and count it. Yes, that is 6. I love this one because I did the different layers of the cake in different stickers. It might be a little bit different if you get the book. Okay, so we've got 11 plus 10 is 21 plus 11 is $32, you guys, go into mortgage payoff. So that is absolutely the best news ever. And so this is a bigger challenge, so loving that. And my binder is still a hot mess. You guys, I don't know. I'm just a hot mess. So we're going to use a sticky note. We're going to put on here, Pop It. And to remind ourselves, we're going to go ahead and put mortgage. I want to finish this one before the end of the month. I want that money going this month to our total amount for our mortgage payoff. So I am just going to do this, you guys. Sometimes you don't have to be fancy. You really don't. That's why I said in the beginning to budget. You need a budget kit or you need a piece of paper. Really, that is all you need. Now, let's go ahead and get into our September binder. You guys know I love doing the monthly binder. It has helped me reach so many goals. So this is the September binder. I just started using it on Monday. Is that right? Yeah, 10-minute Monday. And so let's see. We need our dice. We need a D10, a heads or a tails, and we're going to use these green dice here. That is not a heads or a tails. That is a D6. And we've got some markers. These are the markers that I've decided to use for this month to make it all pretty. So let's get rolling. Can you guys see that okay? All right. We've got 3 in tails. 3 in tails. Let's go ahead and scratch off. We're kind of mixing stuff up. I love this month's theme. Thank you to Janelle over at Janelle Ray Budgets for the envelopes. $5. And if you are one of my members, you guys, we are going to be giving away our envelopes this month. So I have 4 sets of envelopes because I didn't give them away last month. We're going to save $2 for that too right there. And also for the 10-minute Monday, thank you guys for telling me that I forgot to put money. I did fix that. So 9, we're going back here. This is for family fun. We need to roll heads or tails again. And we got tails. Tails is by far winning over, and I think it's just because the dice know that I need to save lots of money for family fun. And I think I mentioned this to you guys, but I'm going to use this for an excursion in Mexico to take everybody along. So there is another $10 in there. And we are going in November, and that is our Christmas trip, our Christmas future, our future Christmas. We've got 6 and heads, 6 and heads. Shut the box, okay? We're not saving on this one, you guys. We're just rolling. So 1. So we are just rolling for 1 row, and we are rolling 1 time, and we're not saving any money until the end of the game. So we'll see how that works. We've got 2 and tails. And let's go ahead and do a roll and save for that one. $4 for this one. 1, 2, 3, and 4. And we've got 3 in tails. And let's do another roll and save. I'm just filling the roll and saves. $3. 1, 2, and 3. We've got a 9 again. We can't do 9 more than once. So we're going to go ahead and do 10. And we only get to do 10 as well, just 1 time. So this is for travel. This is from my friend Danny over at Craft Co Budgets. Ooh, we're going to scratch off Sydney. Sydney is $5. And just in case you didn't know, Danny from Craft Co Budgets is actually an Australian living in America. So we need $5 for that. And then we also need to find Sydney on our, I'm calling this our passport book or our ticket holder. And that is $1 more there. We're going to color that in. Perfect. And as I always say, every dollar adds up, and it will for our trip to Australia. All right, let's keep going. 9 and 10 are done, you guys. We've got 1 in tails all the way to the front. Get this money out of the way, and we've got lots of scratch offs to do right there. Let's start right here, $2. And it is amazing how far the 150 can go in this book. And I probably should have done another one. We're going to stay on the same one. That's a 10. We've already done 10. But I just really want to concentrate on the mortgage money because that is my biggest goal. 8 there, 5, 6, 7, and 8. I probably should have done a bill exchange right there, but that's neither here nor there. So 5 and tails. All right, you guys. We're going to do a roll and save. $3. And what did you guys think? Did you watch the short where I did the bill exchange in this short content form? I'm going to do that again today, you guys. And I know one thing is that people like when I do the bill exchange at the end of these videos because you get to listen to my song. I'm going to go ahead and play the song at the end of this video. And you guys know I just let it run for those of you guys that like it. And then that way we can get that done as well. I am really trying to expand my content to include shorts. And before I was never a short content creator. And now I've decided, you know what, if I am going to try to support myself and all of my habits, including travel and getting my eyelashes done and all of that stuff, then I need to expand what I'm doing. I need to make sure that I'm growing with the times, because I know some people only watch short form content. And I love short form content as well, but I find myself getting lost in short form content. Do any of you guys do that? I will just watch TikTok or YouTube shorts or Instagram, and all of a sudden, like 2 hours has gone by and I've got absolutely nothing done. So for these right here, I'm rolling 2 dice to see how much they are. Woo! That was a $10 sunflower. I thought that would be fun. Change things up. There's our 10 right there. We need to color in our sunflower. We're not going to color them in as good as we probably should, but the good thing is the sunflower lets me get away with it. All right, 6 and tails, 6 and tails, another scratch off. I'm excited to see how the shut the box on the front works out. $6 more, 5 and 6 for that one. 2 and heads, another $2 here. And I always say every video, this is a no spin challenge, but I've decided to do things my own way and make it work. Okay, 10, we can't do that. We're going to stay right here just because it's easy peasy and I don't have to think about it. $2 more. What do we have here? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Well, that was perfect. Grab those 2. We're going to need to exchange that 20. How much is up here? Not enough. Nope. All right, we're just going to have to keep making it work. Let's see what we can do. We've got 2 and heads. Another $2 for 2 and heads. And so, but I mean, $2 for each of these. There's 30, so that's going to be 60. That will be absolutely amazing. 5 and tails. 5 and tails. Roll and save. Yes, please. 6. All right. Can we make it work? No, we needed $1 more. Ooh, do we have $1 more? We do. Okay, so we need 6. So I'm going to take 14 and put it here and grab the 20. We made it work, you guys. We made it work. We've got 7 and tails, 6, 7 and tails. And that is a roll and save. And I was using the yellow, but it is so hard to see on there. So I'm going to go ahead and do black. So that's $2, 1 and 2. Here we go. Here we go. Are you guys doing anything fun in September? Let me know, because I love living vicariously through others. I know school is back in session. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I know people's children have activities. Not sure if you guys are planning any trips. I have a trip planned. We're going to do this one again because that was 10. And it is a surprise. Now, I know where I'm going. And the person, 1, 2, 3, 4, the person I'm meeting knows where we're going. But do we have 10? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Of course not. But it's a secret. And so I'm super excited to go have a girls trip with this person. I think we're going to have so much fun. And let's go ahead and scratch one of these. $7. All right, you guys, we're just about out of money. Let's see, 7. So we're going to, just to make my life easy, we are just going to grab some 1s. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Wow, that was a good grip. I could make it work, but I don't want to. And so 7 was there. So $7 more. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. We have got $4 left. We're going to press our luck. We're going to roll one more time. This could be a bad thing or a good thing. We've got 5 in heads. Oh my goodness. This was a bad thing. We're going to have to get some more money, you guys. I'm not doing an IOU. 11. All right, so we need $7 more. I am just going to grab it. The 10 I just exchanged. We're going to do 11. So we did spend a little bit more money than we had planned. But yeah, you guys, let me know about those trips. I am sure I will be sharing some info on the trip this month. I've got things planned every single month this year. Now it's time to start planning for next year. All right, you guys, that is it for me today. Like I said, I am going to go ahead and play the song. But if you want to watch the bill exchange, you're going to have to tune in to my shorts. Until I see you guys next time, remember to keep on smiling. Bye, everybody.
Step 1.
Wake up early, gon' rise with the sun. Step 2, get some good, some food in you. Step 3, think real hard about what you wanna be. Step 4, fuck everybody, just do your thing.
Wake up, today's gonna be a good day. 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 Yo, set your affirmations, aspirations. I got shit to do, the aftermath of preparation. Good food, good mood, blood in circulation. One step at a time, yeah, that's how you make it. Set a goal you control and the steps you take them. I try to pick one thought, have some concentration. And if I make a mistake, it's called education. I try to do this every day, call it replication. Wake up, today's gonna be a good day. 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 So life ain't easy, yo, I think there's a reason though. Ups and downs, just like every different season, yo. Sometimes I'm high, other times I'm barely breathing, though. I always gotta fight and hide from the demons, yo. Negative thoughts are poison, they rot. Head full of flaws, so here come the clouds. They'll never stop unless I can swap all the bad for the good in my head when I'm lost. Yeah, so I'ma fake it till I make it. Positive thoughts are overtaken, I got patience. One day at a time is how you operate a cadence. A flow, you grow, you show yourself a foundation. Stay away from all the shit that causes temptation. I know that I like to do it cause it's sensation. I live my life in my head like a narration. Don't expect greatness, do my best, man, I'll take it. Wake up, today's gonna be a good day. 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 Wake up, today's gonna be a good day.